Also launching on October 12th is Birdwatcher, and this plays 2 to 4 players and takes about 25 to 60 minutes to play. And in this game, players are photographers trying to capture photos of rare and elusive birds. Players are going to want to log those birds in their photo journal, and then they're going to be issuing publications to earn victory points throughout the game. On a player's turn, they have 3 action points that they can spend over 4 different actions, and the play area is made up of a few different sections. At the bottom here, we have 2 players set up with their own player boards, as each player will be manning their own tree. Birds will come in from the shared deck. There's also a shared area in the center where birds can hang out for various reasons, and one of the actions players can perform is to call all birds of the same species towards their tree. When a player does this, all the birds matching the chosen species from both the row as well as the center area of the board will get added to that player's tree. It's important to note that any birds moved into the center area that turn are going to ignore any bird calls until the following turn. Another action you can take is to actually take a photo of the birds, and to take a photo of a bird, it needs to be in your tree, and then you're going to move the bird from the top of your tree to the bottom of your tree, which represents you moving it into your journal. Taking photos of the birds will earn you victory points. Some birds will grant you victory points individually, while others you'll want to gain sets of birds in order to maximize your points. Some birds will also come with different insect icons on them, and those gain you insect tokens, and players can either spend any 2 of those to perform an additional action, or you can hang on to those to form different sets and earn more victory points at the end of the game. But all that excitement and movement of capturing a photo of a bird at your tree does come at a cost, because it's going to startle another bird in your tree, and you're going to have to discard one of your remaining cards back to the center shared area anytime you take a photo of a bird. And this brings us to the third action that a player can perform, and that's to use their zoom lens. And this allows players to take photos of birds at their opponent's trees and then take those birds into their journal. This does come at a greater cost because it'll cost you 2 actions instead of 1, and then you also have to give that opponent one of the birds from your tree. And the final action that a player can take is the publish action, and this allows players to gain publication cards to score points and gain in-game bonuses. And when a player takes a publication card, they add it to their journal, but they're going to want to be very strategic with the timing of their publication cards, because it's actually going to section off any sets that you have there currently, preventing you from adding any more cards to those sets. This creates a fun little puzzle where you'll want to optimize your sets to try and get as many of these publication cards as you can. And you also want to weigh the options of trying to complete a set for maximum points, or ending that set early with the publication card so you can get going on your next set. Unfortunately, I couldn't find many of the types of images I was looking for to do this coverage, so I've been cheating a little bit and using the preview video from Before You Play, so make sure to support my channel by giving them a like and subscribe over on their YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to this video right up here. The end of the game is triggered once a certain number of cards are in a player's journal, depending on player count, and at that point, points are tallied, and the player with the most points wins the game.